blue noises as she twerks through the universe.
Jesus.
Hey,
That's funny.
at least you don't hear the
hilarious.
sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
Oh my god, no.
I am glad you made it out of that without mentioning the sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
And occasionally creates a sucking whisper. What is it? Milky, moist whispers? I don't remember.
You made it worse.
How did you make it worse? Because I said moist. That made it worse.
And milky. Milky. Let's not overlook milky, please.
I think, is it milky actually in there?
They
Did I
are
just
milky
make
white
that up?
tentacles. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you. Rather you didn't.
Lots of D words.
All the
Dazzling
words.
Dee Dee.
Dazzling
Oh
Dee Dee.
dear God.
That's her Vegas name.
Dump truck Dee Dee.
She got that dump truck.
She got that dumpy.
Yep.
She kind of thick for a goblin.
You actually managed to convince the captain of this boat, Lord Dryland, to engage in some BDSM with your party.
Hoes make the world go round, baby. Oh.
Oh my god.
Right, but it's Meletus. You're in the city of Meletus, right?
Sure. Sure. Whatever you say, DM.
Yeah. I don't want people to go back and look and be like correcting me.
You mean me?
Yes.
So Muddy had two courses of study. She had her unofficial one, which was, of course, furthering the never-ending march of capitalism via illicit substances. And then the other one is she is doing a research internship in the labs.
Okay.
Trying to force evolution on pests.
Is Maudie trying to amass an army of pests?
She's not
Not trying.
avoiding it. Basically, if anything goes wrong, is it really going wrong?
Happy little accidents.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
theoretically, I could stick it in his butthole, but I'm trying not to sexually assault people.
I'm gonna say I just rolled an 18.
Like around the ankle.
It takes the teamwork makes the dream work.
My dice are cursed. Like, that's just what this is.
Hey, Madame, who's not supposed to vape in the house, is doing it on camera.
Hear you.
As far as our roommate gets a danger cutie, that sounds pretty radical.
Danger cutie.
Oh my god, she's so Hey Madi, are you guys just hanging out, or do you think you're gonna be best friendies? So I mean, I don't mean to rush you. I don't want to rush things and all, but I would die for her. She can do it extra better.
So, the
I
poor,
mean, I can grease this pole extra better, but
But no, I guess I'm just saying, you know what, you're right. Can you point out to me a doll that is comparable for, common conversation that has a butthole, but no, junk, gooch, taint, balls, vulva.
Pom pouring.
Of course you know exactly what the fuck the answer is. Of course you do.
It's because his pom-pom pouring is a Sanrio character, and quite literally, and I quote, his butthole is his cute spot.
same.
Are you? Well, if anyone was gonna know, it was y'all motherfuckers. And
shall we shall we go?
girl,
Shall we go?
yes.
Oh no!
And one of them will, as a favor to Dragomir, teleport you to and from Saltmarsh, should you wish to go. Hello, friends. We are live. There we go.
But give it 5 seconds, because
Yeah.
if you curse before the 5 seconds, then
Well,
we're
remember,
going
that's
to be
why we
in
have the
a
pre-roll,
lot of
right?
trouble.
Right. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck. Hi.
Yay!
How's everybody doing?
Welcome to the fuck show. I mean, no, wait, what? No.
Wow, that's a different kind of stream, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy Sunday, everybody. And,
Happy Sunday.
We're going to play some Magic. It's been a while since I have been able to play the Magics. And I am back from Vegas.
Oh, no, we can't curse for 5 minutes.
Ah.
Curse you,
God
Mick.
damn it. Thanks, Mick. I really appreciate that. So freaking much.
So what's the rule that you want to try and do, DM, for us who's playing? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know that it really matters. We can give it a shot. So Jay Bray and I are going to play precons, like straight out of the box precons.
And you wanted to try something.
To prove a point that the decks would be orders of magnitude better if they actually upgraded the land base, that we should treat any land that comes in as a shock land. Any land that comes in tapped, you and I, as a shock land, just to prove a point.
So, would that be unfair to our other players?
I definitely have 0 shock lands in my deck. 0.
Yeah. So let's just play them as they go. Let's play them as they go. I'm not fussed.
Maybe just play it as they are.
Yeah, now is not the time for testing. Now is the time for relaxing and having fun. So.
Yes.
All right, let us roll the d12.
For the record, I was good with it.
And then we'll introduce our commanders.
I know the stakes have never been lower.
6.
I have a 10.
4.
I have a
All right, so
4.
it's going to be Nick. All right, so Nick, why don't you go first? Talk about Bello.
So I am playing Bello. We were talking about Gruul the last time. I'm like, do I have any Gruul commanders? So I found Bello. I pulled him out of the box, and I did modify Bello. This is from one of the last cycles. I took out a bunch of creatures, and I put more enchantments. Kept it fair, and we'll see how it rolls.
Fair.
The trash panda of Bello.
All right, I'm going to try Codis Sibzig Champion, this thing right here. I have no idea what it does. During each of my turn, I may cast a creature spell from my graveyard by exiling 3 others. Oh. So whenever one or more creatures I control enter, if one of them entered from a graveyard or was cast from a graveyard, Codis gets bigger. So there's no built. I'm trying to figure out which cards made this thing sell for $90 for the precon, and we'll figure it out while we play, and I'll find out. Because it's certainly not this card.
Should I have said what Bello does?
Say that again?
Should I have said what Bello does?
I'm assuming Bello is just going to win with beating us to death with big enchantments.
It is. It turns enchantments into creatures that are indestructible and how you draw cards.
See, there you go.
Okay,
yeah, I think most retailers are still selling it for the normal price.
No, they're not. They are not. Jimmy is certainly not. It's.
Are they allowed to do that?
Yes, they can, because that's what the market will bear. So, NPC, there's your second doctor, and who is companioning?
Leela.
Leela.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm a friend. I helped you draw cards.
Yay!
Yeah.
Be like,
Got it. I didn't think Omnix of the Fallen was worth that much. All right. And then, who didn't we do? Jayberry, who's your commander?
Thelothar the Steadfast. This is pure precon.
Yeah, same.
Big
butts.
It's kind of it's a big butts. And I can also sack another creature and draw cards equal to the sacrifice creature's toughness, and then I have to discard cards equal to its power.
I still think Arcades is probably better, but
Arcades is probably better. I might be able to draw more cards maybe for this. I don't know.
But at least
I guess we will see.
Yeah, you have experience playing the big butts defender type decks, so.
Yes, I have no idea what's in this deck. I really haven't
feel
looked at all the cards.
Like, you definitely get more card draw with that commander than
With Arcades?
Arcades. No.
Potentially,
That commander literally says when you sack a creature,
Right.
draw cards equal to its toughness.
And I'm
Where
like drawing
Arcades,
3 cards,
Yeah.
instead, and like maybe discarding 0 if it's a 0/3.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So.
All right,
So-
I got a hand. I have 8 cards, so I'm not drawing a card because I'm an idiot. So, Nick, go ahead.
Okay, I will play a Thorn Spire Verge. I could, land and I pass a turn. I get to tap it for red or green if I control the mountain or forest, which I currently don't, but it doesn't matter.
All right, I'm gonna play the 2 cards that made me keep this hand, even though it sucked. Because why not? Why not start salty early? I will play an island, and I will tap the island for a Hedron Crab.
Oh my god.
Yep.
It's that thing that makes us mill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whenever I play a land, target player mills 3 cards.
Fuck that bitch.
Or whenever a land I control enters, target player mills 3. It's not everybody. It's just target.
Target.
Ah.
All right. Pass turn.
Okie dokie.
The good thing is we have a lot of cards in our deck. Our library.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you've got. It's almost like you have
Yay.
100 or so.
I guess it's me. I will draw.
Oh, the Life from the Loam is in here too, right? Yeah, I'll get that. There's also the new black version of it, which is like, what is it, Death from the Loam or something?
I will. What the fuck am I doing with my life?
That's the other card that's in the deck. So there's another from the Loam deck. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but who plays black in Lance Matters, really?
Yeah, right?
I will play a
There's a new
Thriving Isle, and for the second color, I will say Plains,
Cool.
and it comes untapped, and I will pass.
Okay.
Untap, upkeep, and draw.
I have a
you
turn.
kinda skipped
I have a
Jayberry.
turn. It's my turn.
Oops.
Nick, you follow me.
Okay, I'll get that.
I play a forest and a soul ring and nothing
Ooh,
else.
Nice.
So now you can go.
Now you can go.
Well, draw a card. I will play a forest, tap 2, and I will play Explore. You may play an additional land on this turn. I will play a mountain and draw a card. And I will pass a turn.
All right, cool. I will untap, upkeep, draw. That's kind of cool. And you know what? I'm going to regret this, but this is what the deck does, so I'm going to lean the motherfucker into it. I'm going to play a Hinterland Harbor. Comes in untapped because I control an island. I'm going to mill myself for 3. 1,
So it's Facebook.
2,
Go.
Doesn't say
3.
opponent, it's player, huh?
Yeah, target player mills 3 cards. And then I'm going to tap 2 for rampant growth. And then I will put in a, let's say, a swamp, tapped, and I will mill myself for 3 more. 1, 2, 3.
You're
All
going
right.
for it. I love it.
So let's see. I've got Junji the Midnight Sky in my graveyard. I've got a land, a rampant growth, and a cultivate. I've got a Stitcher Supplier, a Treasure Cruise, and a Floral Evoker. All right, and then I will pass my turn to NPC.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. Why did I do this again? Of course. Silly me. Aw. Okay, I'm gonna play a waterlogged grove, and I am going to pay a life so I can play my card.
I'm gonna
I
take my
will-
Ritalin that's sitting in my pocket that I forgot about.
Oh my god.
I will play Fairy Mastermind. I could have held, but
What does it do?
Flashes.
It has flash. It's a 2/1 with flying. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, I draw a card.
Oh yeah, I remember this guy.
So,
It's that. This is the card that is the 22 world champion or the 2015 world champion. So.
See at the bottom? Champion?
I'm trying. I'm bad with the Roman numerals. So. XXV is 27. But
and hit me for 1 life.
Yep.
And pass.
Okay. Tap. Draw.
XXVII is 27. It's not 17?
XXVII is 27, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out. We obviously haven't hit 2027, so that's not that year's world champion.
Can you pull it up again? Oh wait,
Yes,
I've
please.
got it right here.
Here. We're
Right
literally going to spend the stream trying to figure out how to read Roman numerals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
27?
27.
Yeah.
It's really 27. 10, 10, 5, 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway.
I played a planes.
You played a thing.
And I'm trying to decide what to play in my hand after playing that thing.
Oh, so it's the 27th world champion. Got it.
Yeah.
Not the world champion from the year 2027, which hasn't happened yet.
Behold, my tree of redemption.
Oh, hey, look at that. You could set your life to 13.
I could. I won't. You can't make me.
Oh, God.
But it's a 0-13, and by the way, when a 0-13 creature with Defender that does damage equal to its toughness attacks, that's a problem.
It's totally fine.
Totally fine.
Yeah, okay.
Pass.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. I'm going to play a forest, and it's an instant, but I'm just going to do it now. I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to cast Big Score. An additional cost to this one is discard a card. I'm going to discard a mountain. I get to draw 2 cards, drawing 2 cards, and I get to create 2 treasures.
Cool.
And then I'm going to pass the turn, but I did draw a couple of additional cards.
Oh, yeah, I should probably, draw a card on that.
Okay, pass the turn. Wow. How am I going to play this?
I don't know. Let's find out. I'm going to untap, upkeep. Draw, change the turn sign, and draw a card. All right, let's see what we get. I didn't really need that. Oh well. All right. All right. Fuck it. I will play a Fetid Pools tapped. Hit myself for 3 again. There's a Steward of the Harvest, a Foreboding Landscape, and Casualties of War. And then I will tap 3, one of each color, and play my commander. Kothis, I'll bring it up again for everybody to read. 3. There we go.
That is not at all what I thought it would be.
It is a 3/3 zombie warrior, right?
Kotis.
Once during each of my turns, I may cast a creature spell from my graveyard by exiling any 3 other cards from my graveyard in addition to paying whatever it costs. When one or more creatures enter, if one of them entered from a graveyard or was cast from a graveyard, put 2 counters on Kotis. So there we go. I can't pay for anything this round because I don't have any more mana. So I'm not going to attack anybody with my 0/2 crab. I will pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Nothing in my upkeep. Draw. Sigh. Well, that's obnoxious as hell. Fine, I guess I'm going to do this. And going to end up pinging myself for 1 more life. I will tap 3 to play Rites of Flourishing.
Alrighty then.
And,
2 cards a turn.
And each player may play an additional land on each of their turns.
Yep.
And then I'm going to play my additional land, which is a Temple of Plenty. I would like to scry. Okay. Wait, what is that? I can do scrying like things.
That's not the card to play then.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that on top. Because I can read. And I will pass turn.
Okay, so I untap.
You get
draw
to...
2.
Yep, and I get to draw a card. Because we're friends.
And I can play 2 lands.
Yep.
Sandsep Citadel and a Canopy Vista.
Does the Canopy Vista come on untapped?
It does if I have 2 more basics, which I do.
Go.
I will tap 2 and a white for a Welcoming Vampire.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Man, these decks are not bad.
What does that do again?
So whenever one or
More
more
card draw.
other creatures I control with power 2 or less enter, I draw a card, and the ability only triggers once a turn.
Yep.
Then I'll tap 2 and play an Assault Formation.
Hey, look at that.
So each creature I control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power.
And as a note, my Fairy Mastermind, I would not draw an additional card because it says whenever opponent draws their second card.
There you go. Oh,
So-
you have to pay 1 green to give it to let things attack. Do you have the 1 green to hit somebody for 13?
Nope, I don't.
Ah.
But, you know, it's there.
It's coming.
It's there for next time.
Yep.
But I'll have my commander in play probably next time also. So, pass.
Okay. Draw 2. Am I drawing 2?
That was the second for
Yes.
NPC.
Yep. Thank you. And you should ting me down 1 more life.
For...
Because I have a land that pings me each time I tap.
No, gotcha.
My second land for turn is going to be a Mosswork Bridge, and it has Hideaway 4. So I exile the top 4 cards. 1, 2.
I think you look at the top 4?
Yeah, he
look
looks at him. And one
Exile.
exiles 1 under.
Oh, they're all terrible. All right, I'll exile this underneath it. These guys can go onto the bottom in a random order, which is close enough. For my next trick, what is the right card? 5. I'm going to do this hand tap. 1, 2, 3, 4 to play a Hedron Archive.
Yup.
To tap the Hedron Archive for 2 to play me Lightning Greaves. And I am going to do nothing and pass the turn.
Kill those fucking greaves. Just saying. Alright, untap, upkeep. Draw
Creature.
2.
Like my
NPC.
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna do it. What the hell? I'm gonna lean really fucking into this. I'm gonna play a Terramorphic Expanse, mill myself for 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna crack the Terramorphic Expanse. For a forest, since it's the only basic I don't have. I'll mill myself for 3 more. And we get Life from the Loam.
Uh-oh.
2 is Afterlife from the Loam, right next to each other, and 3 is a River Kelpie. All right.
So you can play creatures from your graveyard, right?
Yeah, but I have to pay their costs, and I have to exile 3 other cards.
So you still got to pay mana for him. He doesn't
Exactly.
get it for free.
Yeah.
I will play a Command Tower as my second land, and I will mill myself for another 3. Living Death, Douthie Voidwalker, and a Phyrexian Reclamation. All right. So I think I'm going to cast a creature from my graveyard by exiling 3 other cards and paying its cost.
Okay. Probably 3 lands if you have them.
Yeah. Let's see. I could play the Springbloom Druid and mill myself for another 6.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Let's go with Junji the Midnight Sky.
Of course. Yeah, I was like...
Yeah. Or actually, you know what? Let's just start with, yeah, Junji the Midnight Sky it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, is there another choice?
Yeah. All right. I'm going to get rid of, let's see.
Flying Menace.
A Foreboding Landscape, Rampant Growth, and a Cultivate in addition. So I will pay the 5. Junji comes in, and my commander gets 2 counters. So creature came in from a graveyard, right? All right. Should I attack somebody with the 5/5 commander?
Not it.
Not it. Also, it would be stupid if you did that.
I'm not going to come after you, Jayberry, because there's a 13-13.
Yeah, because my tree would kill it.
Yep.
She can't make the tree do the thingy.
No, I can. It assigns combat damage as a static ability.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're right.
it can't attack unless you pay the green.
Unless I pay mana.
I'm gonna swing at Nick with my commander for 5 because there's nothing over there. It's a free hit. I mean,
do it. I'm not. Yeah.
All right.
Good thing I took out all the creatures out of this deck. I don't know what I was thinking.
All right.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me bring up Junji real quick, and then I will pass my turn to NPC. So
There's got to
it is.
be some in there.
There are.
5/5 Flying Menace. When it dies, choose 1. Right. Everybody discards 2 and loses 2, which is not a bad idea. Or I'll take another creature from any graveyard. Okay, we're good.
Untap. Draw. Okay.
Did you draw 2?
Oh, right.
Nick, is your deck on tapped out? Or on something else?
I used Moxfield, but I can't tell it to you because
I am going to play a fortified village. I'll reveal the plains so that village can come in untapped.
Cool.
What else am I doing?
No, I mean, I could look up your Moxfield deck and post the link if you...
Oh, you could do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what's
see if
your... Do you remember your account name? Or your username or whatever?
Moxfield? Yeah. My Moxfield
Probably
name is
Nick 9.
The same as my username in Twitch that I don't have the password.
Okay, I found you. Let me find the deck.
Okay. I will play a Rogue's Passage as my second land for turn. Let's figure out what I want to do.
It's the one that says Bellow.
Yes, I found it. There it is.
6.
You have 12 creatures?
I told you I
God.
took out all the creatures. Is that a lot?
I don't know. Seems low.
And like, one of them's Steve and the other one's a Burnished Heart.
It's not low if you're trying to do a certain thing with the deck, right?
Okay.
Got 21 enchantments.
That's the thing.
That's what you're trying to do, and 16 artifacts. That's what he's trying to do with it.
Yep.
3, 4. So I can tap 6 for what I'm trying to do, and then I won't actually have to discard. Or I can play by 1 commander.
I think we've long past 5 minutes. So fuckity fuck.
How many cards are in people's hands? Asking for
3.
Okay.
5.
I have 5.
Okay.
I would love to dump my hand. I would very much like my hand to be in my graveyard.
Yeah.
I am not attempting that. I'm just trying to decide what makes the most sense.
Gotcha.
Well, let's do this. I'm gonna tap 6, so ping me for 1 more life.
Yeah. Are you? You can't tap that one for colorless.
No, it
All right.
allows me to sack it and draw a card. So that's its special ability. And I'm going to tap Champions of Mina's.
Minus Tirith.
Yeah.
When it enter, you're the monarch.
I am. But to attack me, you have to pay based on the number of cards in hand.
Yup. That's a pretty cool little card.
Pay 3.
How many cards you got in your hand?
Okay.
It's in their
7.
hand. Got it.
Yeah.
It's in our hands.
If it was in my hand, that'd be cooler, but it's not.
Yeah.
It'd be better. Is it a creature? It is.
Yeah, it is a
It is
4/6
a creature.
creature.
Yeah.
6. Yeesh.
I'm assuming you're
And
passing
then, yes, which means I guess I draw a card, right?
turn for being the monarch.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Untap. I draw 2. Guess I'm gonna... play my commander. 1
You know what would be real cool? A reliquary tower right now.
white and green. I have a colorless still floating. I'll play Felothar.
Your commander.
Yep.
Okay.
And colorless floating and 1 additional. I will play Crashing Drawbridge.
Nice.
I get a card draw off of the Welcoming Vampire.
NPC, you got your card. You drew your card
Yeah.
from your little guy.
Yeah. Yep.
Alright, so I got a
Yeah, big butt.
angry tree. I will enter combat. And I'm going to attack DM.
I'm going to block with my thing, and I would like each of you to lose 2 life and discard 2 cards, please.
Okay, dokie.
Random or
Card.
I think we get to pick.
Yeah.
No,
right.
It says each opponent discards 2 cards and loses 2 life.
Not
But
at
not
random.
at random.
Oh, no, I didn't say at random. Sorry.
That was the question.
Sorry.
Okay. NPC, what are you discarding?
I am discarding a Horizon Canopy and a Thriving Grove. So lands.
I am thinking.
And I'm going to play Junji again next turn.
Of course you are.
I mean...
Yeah. Never creature. Sorry, I'm reading this card to see if I want to get rid of it. I'm done. I gotta figure out what to get rid of. Sorry, new deck.
Yep.
New cards.
Can I jump ahead and tell you what I'm discarding? Or
Go ahead.
all right, I'm going to get rid of a Bootlegger Stash and Sarkon's
Unsealing.
Unsealed.
Got it.
Might have been nice to put in here to kill your creatures, but the other ones are better.
I got rid of Will of the Abzan and Kolthanar's Urn.
Ooh.
Whatever those do.
They do cool things.
I don't know if I understand them well enough.
Got it.
Okay, I get to draw 2 cards.
Yep.
And normally I would play 2 lands, but I don't have 2 lands, so that's a problem. All right, I'm going to untap, and I am going to do this. I'm going to tap a red, a colorless, red, green, and green, and I'm going to play Bellow. And put the boots onto Bellow.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go red, sack a treasure for red, and 2 more to play Molten Echoes.
Yep.
When Echoes enters the battlefield, choose a creature type, which would be Elemental. Whenever a non-token creature of the chosen type enters the battlefield under your control, create a token that's a copy of it.
Gets haste and goes bye-bye at the beginning of the next end step.
Ooh.
But basically what happens is if you make, 5 elementals, you get 10, you kill somebody, and then do it again next turn.
Right. So it says during your turn, each non-equipment artifact, non-artifact you
I
can
did leave the light on the bedroom.
elemental in addition to its type. So the T itself.
I did put him up.
No, let's
NPC, what are you doing? You're killing me. Ah! I don't know what... NPC, you all right there?
Yes.
Okay.
I was talking to Ash, who just got home.
Got it.
Sorry
all
about
right.
that.
What's the creature type for Molten Echoes?
He chose elementals.
Ah, okay.
But hold on here. We're going to bring up Bellow again just because Nick was asking a question, right? During your turn, each non-equipment artifact and non-aura enchantment. So it is a non-aura enchantment. It is a 4/4 elemental. It didn't become or whatever, or it didn't enter anything. It was already there, right? Well, I guess it did enter.
It doesn't see itself. It'll work for other ones, but I don't think it
Yeah.
works for this one because it's not in play.
Yep. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Well, it does have haste and indestructible, and I do have another piece of it.
How does that have indestructible?
Because with Bellow, it said.
Bellow is not an enchantment.
Bellow is a creature that gives enchantment the ability, and it says they become 4/4 elemental creatures with
Right.
indestructible haste, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player.
All right. Sorry, I thought you were saying Bellow was indestructible.
No, well, Bellow has Greaves on it because Bellow's an important part of my deck.
Yes.
I'm trying to keep Bellow around. But what I'm trying to say is the Molten Echo, right? I'm assuming there's only one because it doesn't see itself. So, but it's still a 4 elemental creature. And so I am going to swing that at DM.
Sure. I will block with the Hedron Crab. Actually, you know what? I'll take 4 this turn. I'd like to know myself a little more.
And I will draw a card.
Yep.
And that makes a difference. So I will pass the turn.
I am annoyed. Like, literally, they just built this new dragon that lets me cast an instant or sorcery from my graveyard, and every instant or sorcery in my graveyard that I want to cast is too expensive to use with this card.
Did you already go, DM?
No, I'm untapping now.
Oh, okay.
If you want to do something before my turn, go ahead.
There is something I like to do because
Good.
the Mosswar Bridge, right, basically says I get to tap something, right? But right now, the Hedron Archive is a 4/4 elemental. This guy's a 4/4 elemental.
Yep.
That gives me a power of 11 on the board.
Yep.
So that means I tap the forest and sack the Mosswar Bridge to close this card, which is an Encroaching Dragonstorm.
Oh,
Which is
yeah.
whenever enchantment enters the battle, search your library for the 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. And I like to do that.
Oh, fancy.
And it stays there as an enchantment.
And it's enchantment, unless I can ever play a dragon, and then I can bring it back to my hand, which is fine. Okay, I'm going to pass the turn, and all of my creatures now go away. So I have nothing. That's
Oh my god.
I will play Crypt of Agadim, and I will mill myself for 3.
Did you draw 2?
3. I didn't even draw yet.
You should.
Oh no, I
have.
did. I did, Drew. Yeah, I drew.
Yeah, you untap, upkeep,
Yeah,
draw.
I did.
You don't
Alright.
sack the Mosswort?
Yeah, you
I
do.
did. That's
Yeah.
good. Fine.
And the second land I play will be a Woodland Cemetery. And I will mill myself for 3 again. Woe Strider, Consuming Aberration, and Obnixless the Fallen. Oh, what should I play? Obby or the Consuming Aberration?
What does Hobby do again? Hang on.
Whenever a land I control enters, you may have target player lose 3 life. If you do, put 3+1/+1 counters on Obnixless.
I see.
You know what? Just for shits and giggles, though, I am going to play...
Yeah, Nick, you don't sack the Mosswort.
Oh, I don't.
Nick's saying you don't sack it if you read the card.
I haven't played it in a long time. You're probably right.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I didn't want to sack it anyway. It's much better played. I prefer the extra land. That's awesome.
Yep. All right.
Thanks, Nick.
Yep.
I got the ramp engine part working. I just didn't really think through the fact that I have no creatures to defend.
Signet. And I got to discard. I got to exile 3 other cards. So let's get rid of a Grizzly Salvage. Actually,
What are you playing?
The Consuming Aberration. Power and toughness equal to the number of cards in graveyards.
Okay.
So I play that first. Codis gets 2 counters and goes to 4. And then I played an Arcane Signet. So whenever I can... Here, let me bring up Consuming Aberration. Sorry, it's power and toughness equal to the number of cards in my opponent's graveyard. So it's not mine, so it's not going to hit. It's not going to be monstrously big. However, I did cast an Arcane Signet, so whenever I cast a spell, each opponent reveals cards from the top of the library until you hit a land card and put it in your graveyard. So
Okay.
go ahead and hit that for the Consuming Aberration.
Sphinx of Enlightenment. Damn it. And a forest. Okay.
I think all of your lands, I think all of your creatures just...
Mine?
Yeah, like that's hilarious. I just saw 3 big creatures go into your graveyard.
Do they go to my graveyard or?
Yeah, it's you reveal and then put those cards in the
hit a
graveyard.
land.
So those creatures. So I need a count of things in my opponent's graveyard. It's just number of cards.
I have 4.
8.
4.
I have 10.
All right. So my Consuming Aberration is an 18/18.
Oh Jesus. What else are you doing?
I was just looking at my graveyard. I guess I'm gonna pay 2 for Steve, and you guys are gonna do it again until you hit a land.
Okay. Jarrell.
Oh my God, Nick! Jesus fucking Christ!
Teferi's Puzzle Box.
Doesn't matter. They're all in the fucking graveyard.
And an island.
Jesus.
That
All right.
sucks.
8 cards in my graveyard now.
Jesus.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Just use a dice.
14.
It's over 20, and if somebody wants to kill it, they can kill it, and we'll deal with it when I attack with it later. I'm not sure. Nick, I'm gonna swing at you, my commander. 7/7.
I can't block it, or else my deck doesn't work. So 7.
7/7.
So that's
Did
12.
Nick disappear?
No,
he lost his overhead camera. All right, I'm gonna pass my turn after hitting Nick for 7 with my commander.
Okay. Untap. Nothing in
Not
my upkeep.
monstrously
Draw. Okay.
This whole Hedron crab milling myself 2 lands a turn thing is kind of fun.
My God.
Okay.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I think Nick's camera hates my commander.
am
Yes.
I gonna do?
not alone.
So I'm gonna play the plains for land, and I'll play the Vine Glimmer Snarl. It's gonna come in tapped. What the fuck am I gonna do with my life?
But you know, it's amusing. My Consuming Aberration will survive a blasphemous.
So 1. Let's see. 2, 3. So I will tap 3 to play a midnight clock.
Clockety clock.
Yep. I would
mean,
like
it is an
to
aberration, right?
tap 4 to, I think, bring in Leela. Hang on. Let me confirm.
Hold on. I didn't do a third.
Okay, yeah. I want to bring in Leela. And I won't tap the land that's going to cause me to do pain. I will tap my artifact that I just played.
Opulent Palace.
And then I need to discard 1, which is going to help DM. But this is where we live now.
I mean, you have Tila and a Rogue's Passage.
You mean Leela?
Or Leela and a Rogue's Passage, so
I'm
don't feel
gonna dump a Temple Bell into my graveyard, so I am now up to 9 cards in my graveyard. Let's see. I am a Monarch. Oh wait, am I? No, I didn't need to dump that Temple Bell. I can't count. Apparently.
Math is
as
hard.
well as not read. So I lied. Your creature goes down by 1. And since I am currently still the Monarch, I will draw a card. Okay. And I'm done.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw 2 still, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
That enchantment's been around for a long time, and I don't see anybody taking care of it anytime soon.
Yeah.
Problem is,
Yeah, everyone's like, woo!
well, the problem is you have your other commander in now, which starts to get bigger because of all that card draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I care more than about the second draw.
Yeah.
So.
That's what we're worried about now, right? So.
Yeah, I feel like there are bigger problems at the moment, like an aberration that's like.
Yeah, but I can't make it unblockable.
Yeah, well, again, bigger concerns.
It is a big concern. It is a very large concern.
Okay.
Yeah.
While you deal with your very large concerns, I'm gonna tap 2 and play a Hornet's Nest.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I love that card.
Oh, yeah.
It is a power 0, so I will draw a card.
Yep.
From the welcoming. And I can play another land, so I will.
And man, I have a Blasphemous Bees, like, just jank deck, and it literally
Not the
just has
bees!
four of these and 4 Blasphemous Acts, and it just explodes into hornets every time you Blasphemous Act.
Oh my god. I'll tap 2 and play an Overgrown Battlement.
And you've already had your trigger.
Yeah, I've already had my trigger. I'm just looking at what else I got going on here.
Yep.
So everything is bad. Oh, D2020.
D2020.
Oh god.
D2020.
Hold tight.
Oh no.
All right, here we go. Ready?
How many cards do you have in hand NPC? Just wondering.
I've got
2,
7,
4,
2,
6, 8, 9.
Quarantine. In the
F9.
quarantine. What is it? When quarantine is rolled, prevent all damage that will be dealt to a player until that player casts a spell.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to cast any more spells then.
There you go.
So no damage to me until my next turn?
No damage can be dealt to anyone until they cast a spell.
Ah.
Oh boy.
And Nick was probably going to combo out next turn.
I don't think I have anything to combo up.
Got it.
Well, I am going to hydrate. Thank you, Nadabawa, for keeping us alive.
Yes, hydration and the posture.
And check my posture so I'm not, a fucking croissant all the time. And thank you. And I'm going to pass turn.
Not a fucking croissant.
All right, I'm untapping, drawing 2.
J-Bear, you should clip that.
Okay.
Play a mountain. I am going to play spells because that's why we play.
Living dangerously.
I need to do some math here though. It's a little tricky. If I do that, do this, then I can do this and this.
So you are casting a spell.
I'm just trying to go through. I'm just
figuring.
It's kind of, yeah. I just have to figure it out. Let me see how I would tap this to make this all work. This guy does that. These guys do this. That leaves me left over with other things, which are good. All right, let's do this. Life is short, so what the hell, right? So
Yep.
I'm gonna tap 4 green and the artifact for mana to play Unnatural Growth.
Yeah.
Which I get a copy of Unnatural Growth about through the Molten Echoes, because Unnatural Growth comes in as basically a 4/4 elemental creature, and I get the copy with Molten Echoes. So now I have 2 Unnatural Growths, which makes my creatures pretty big. At the beginning of your combat, double the power of these guys. So I have to first attack to make them double. Double the power and toughness of each creature you control until the end of the turn. Molten Echo says, whenever a creature of the chosen type enters the battlefield, on your copy that creature, that token gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step. So I should go with it because what the hell? So these guys are now 8, doubled, 16, indestructible.
Remember, we're all quarantined, so we take no damage. No blocks.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Pass the turn.
He's like, ah.
Well, I said I don't have to pass the turn, but
No, go ahead. Finish what you're going to do, but just reminding you.
yeah, but that sucks.
I'm going to cast a spell on my turn, too, so.
But it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Then I'm going to play
addicted.
an Eternal Witness. Nope.
Because you needed all the green.
I did need all the green.
You can get the E-Witness next turn.
I need a blocker.
Huh.
I still have to play the E-Witness. So I will play the Eternal Witness to go for the Great Henge. And then I'll tap 4 to play Nevinarrow's Disc. Comes into play tap.
Oh.
I actually get 2 of them, but it doesn't matter because they're tapped. And I will pass turns. I needed that Great Henge. Okay.
I'm trying to see if I want. I'm trying to think if I want to sack Steve now. Yeah, let me sack Steve now. Whatever first one I come to. Actually, I got plenty of black, so let's get blue or green. There's green. I will mill myself for 3. There's a what?
Next deck isn't a precon.
3.
What?
Oh, there's Taval, the
That's
balanced
enough,
scale.
No, it's not. That was something that I've added very intentionally.
Okay, untap, upkeep. I draw 2. NPC, you have triggers.
Yep.
I need a count of
I have
cards in opponent's
multiple.
graveyard.
Jesus.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I am still at 8.
All right.
Were we supposed to mill anything?
Not
Or
yet.
you're-
Not
no.
yet.
Okay, 5.
All right. So 5 plus NPC how many?
8.
So 5 and 8 is 13. And how many, Nick?
13.
All right. So it's a 26/26 consuming aberration.
Yep.
All right. I will play this swamp and mill myself for 3 more. That's what I wanted.
What was that?
There's an Avenger of Zendikar in my graveyard. That's what I wanted.
Oh, what does that do again?
When it enters, create 0/1 green plant creature token for each land you control. Whenever a land enters, put a +1 counter on each plant creature you control.
Right.
So, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, he's got 7. He's got a what? Then
I've got
exile 3
11.
cards.
Right. 11. Let's leave that there, that there. Not there, that there. But actually, let's add black equal to the number of creatures in my graveyard, so just whatever. And the Avenger of Zendikar. There we go. So now I've played the Avenger of Zendikar. I get 2 counters on Codis.
And then we mill.
Mill until you hit a non-land, until you hit a land.
Kami.
Oh, for top card.
And Scattered Droves.
Cool.
So I am now up to 10.
Aw,
right.
expel the interlopers and a Seedborn Muse.
All right. All right. I now have 11 plants.
And Zetalpa.
Aw.
Ooh, Zetalpa's in your graveyard, huh?
Shut up.
Could you play
I'm
cards
like,
graveyards?
trying to figure out how to play it from your graveyard. Okay. So I played the Avengers Zendikar from my graveyard. I am now out of the thing. I have whatever. I will play my second land for turn. I'll put a +1/+1 counter on all the plants. There are now 1/2 plants.
Okay.
Let's see. 2.
How did I get down to 38? What did I miss?
You lost 2 life from Jinji.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I will play Gerard, Golgari Lichlord. Everybody mill till they hit a land.
Forest. Haha.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. So my Gerard is a 16/16.
Good.
And then I will tap 3 for an Essence Anchor. Everybody mill till they hit a land.
Jesus. Port Town. Okay.
This is ringing them. So I had a lot of land kind of looked up there.
All right. And this Essence Anchor is a new card. I don't know how it works. So hold on. There's the natural
Pull it up.
growth. So at the beginning of upkeep, I surveil. Look at the top card, put it in. So I can tap it every turn to make a 2/2 zombie only if a card left my graveyard. Which is kind of neat. Activate only during your turn, only if there's a card left your graveyard.
You can activate it right now because the card left your graveyard.
Yep.
Yep.
And I think I will because I think there's a lot of enchantments that are going to be attacking next turn with very large power toughnesses. So
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool art on that card too, by the way.
it is kind of neat. What did I get? Right, a zombie. Zombie druid? It makes a zombie druid.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Okay.
I'm not attacking this turn. I'm just going to sit tight because there's an onslaught on its way. So pass.
Untap. Do I? Yes, I have an upkeep.
What's that?
I said I brought a blocker in just for you.
I know, right?
Draw. Draw 2. Okay.
I mean, you have to board wipe because I'm going to get like 5 land drops the next turn and those plants are going to get huge.
Are you going to get 5 land drops?
I have a Life from the Loam in my graveyard. So I'm going to get on
how
like...
are you going to cast it?
So I bring it I bring it back to my hand and I mill 3 because it's a dredge card. Then I cast it.
See.
Right.
I see.
Just warning you in advance.
Yeah, I didn't bring any great hate to this deck, and I actually thought about it.
What does Nevdisk hit?
Everything but Planeswalkers. Everything but Planeswalkers is enchantments, right? Does it kill enchantments?
Enters battlefield, destroy all artifacts, creatures, and enchantments.
So it doesn't hit Planeswalkers. But the problem is, of course, that all of Nick's shit is going to be indestructible because of his commander.
But it's going to kill my commander.
No, it won't. Your commander, I thought your commander's indestructible.
No.
It's not indestructible, it's just the commander.
Ah, there you go.
Also going to blow up my lightning greaves.
Yeah.
Which is bad.
Okay. Well, I will play a Thriving Hearth as my land for turn, and I'll pick blue, so that way I'll know what each of those cards does. And a Canopy Vista for a land for turn. What do I want to do?
Does your flyer doesn't get bigger? I could have sworn your little fairy guy got bigger when you drew cards too.
Nope.
Huh.
Just helps.
God. This is kind of a complicated deck to play.
What are terrible things out there?
2020 consuming aberration. Or
Yeah,
it's more
that's
than that, frankly. But
I know, but the
Yeah.
problem is, right, with my deck, if you have to exile it because my commander's just going to let me play it again from the graveyard. My problems.
Yeah.
Right, like if you kill my Avenger of Zendikar, it's just going to come back and make more plants. Right, so you want to exile it.
Does Nephthys exile?
Nope, just destroys.
Doesn't seem very fun. Do I cast a spell? I think I also want to live dangerously because why not?
Ermagerd Durgans! Hey Bash, how's it going, man? Just in time to see Larry Niven's Discworld. Backwards.
Yay!
But yeah, so it destroys. It does not exile, and it does not hit Planeswalkers.
Not that I think it matters if it hits Planeswalkers.
Not because there are none in play.
How many
Jayberry.
lands do I have?
What?
Are you starting to see the beauty of that Kolferner's Urn? I love that card. Is such a good card.
I'm just looking to see what my stuff does in the graveyard, see if I have any interactions.
8. Okay. So I have 8 mana.
Yeah, but you only do it once.
Right, and then you take the artifact out of your graveyard somehow. There's a lot of fun, silly things you can do with Kolferner's Urn.
There. Sure, why not? I will go this route. Because why not be a jerk? Okay, so 1, 2.
Player removal is always an option, NPC.
3,
The disc has no timing restrictions.
4. Okay. So
It's true, right?
1, 2,
Say that again.
3, 4.
Jibber.
Think about it. My
What
stuff,
Gwendolyn is saying.
that's not true because my stuff is only indestructible on my turn, right? So if it goes to somebody else's turn, my stuff loses its indestructibility.
Right.
So
He's got to do it on his turn.
and if I do it on somebody else's turn, then I blow up all my stuff too.
Yeah.
I am tapping 4, and I'm just going to have fun and regret this life choice. I'm going to attempt to return to dust the Nev disc, and then I should figure out another artifact or enchantment that I don't want around. DM, do you have anything interesting?
I have an arcane signet and an essence anchor. I think probably your second choice is the Jayberry's
While you're trying to
defender
Essence
creature things.
Anchor.
Oh no, the fucking
Essence
molten
Anchor.
Jesus, the molten echoes.
Can I just volunteer something before you do this? So I'm literally going to blow DM out of the game this turn, right?
Yeah.
I will kill him, right? And if you do this now, then DM wins the game, right? So
Well,
just
NPC thinks. I mean, if NPC can get Tila up big enough, I can't stop it, and she kills me in one shot.
Leela.
Or Leela, sorry.
This isn't He-Man.
you can blow me out of the water, right? Who I'm also getting myself killed, and I only have basically little blockers when it's not my turn, right? So yes, I'm going to blow up the other stuff, but the reality is I'm going to kill DM because he can just regenerate his deck immediately.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
I'm cool with that. What was that?
You do you.
I
And I actually have the answer in my hand, but I don't have the fucking mana to play it.
You have one treasure.
I have one treasure, but I can't play my bolt bend because my creatures are too small.
Jayberry.
Well, the big creatures out.
You should target one of DM's things. Mine are not that good.
I literally have an arcane signet and an essence anchor.
What does the essence anchor do again?
It's the thing that I surveil one at the beginning of upkeep, and I can tap it to make a zombie if something.
I'll get rid of that.
All right, it is exiled. Poof.
Okay.
You killed the molten echoes.
Yeah, you should have killed it.
No,
but that's okay.
I'm
It was picking
letting
on
you
Nick.
have it. Like
That's
I wanna
that and
see
his
what
commander
you
are the
do.
key. Yep.
murderous.
Anything
I
else
just
in
don't
PC?
want my shit murdered. Hang on. So that's gonna bring my graveyard to 13, and then I'm going to
Return to Dusk
If you play it on your turn as a sorcery, you get to exile 2 targets.
No,
Correct. And then I will tap. Can I do this? Sure. I will tap 2 to play a Howling Mind.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So that's why she did what she did, because her secondary commander is going to be big enough to kill somebody next turn.
Right now I'm more concerned about it being a blocker
Right.
than like doing anything interesting. So hang on. I'm going to put 2 cards into my graveyard: Cursive, Verbosity, and Staff of Nin. And that, I think, brings my graveyard to 15.
Yeah, it's just a really large consuming aberration.
And then I will draw a card because I'm still the monarch.
You are still the monarch.
Not that it matters.
All right.
At
Jayberry, I
the
think
end
you're
of
drawing
your
3 cards.
No, I'm gonna draw 13. Fuck it.
Do it!
There you go. Well, okay, so definitely that commander is going to be big enough to kill somebody next turn.
I mean, yes. But
I love it. It's just chaos muppetry all around.
so
Right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards.
Yep.
13, and then you draw another 3 for your turn.
Yep.
Yeah. Draw another 2.
No, 3.
3,
I played a
'cause
Howling Mine.
Howling Mine,
Oh.
Rites of Flourishing, plus your regular draw.
But the good thing is you get to play 2 lands.
You can still play 2 lands.
Yep.
And Jayberry,
Look at-
by the way, until you play a spell, nobody can damage you.
That's so funny. Let's see. What do I got? Oh, that would have been nice. Guess no, I don't want to play that. Access Tunnel.
I'm actually really amused with how this game is playing out. It's just ridiculous.
Access Tunnel and a command tower. And tap my lands also. So I played 2 lands. Announcing I played 2 lands. So I can't accidentally play more lands.
Here we got you.
All right. Let me sort what I have here and look at what I drew.
Yeah, because you have what?
Lands.
Like 20 cards in your hand?
Oh, I mean, I only had 2 to start with, so. 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh shit,
6,
Bash! I just
7,
saw your
8,
comment.
9,
I didn't know
10,
you had
11, 12, 13, 14.
I didn't know you actually had a whole TCG section at GaryCon.
16 cards.
And Bash, Cave Girl and I keep meaning to go every year, and the movie is fucking done now. So I think we could actually like take a breath and go.
What does this do? I don't know. That might be good.
I like listening to the thoughts in Jayberry's brain just out loud.
I know. It's just like, yeah, I don't know what these cards do. Let me read them.
DM, could you submit the movie to some things like film festivals?
Yeah, so we'll probably be streaming at Origins. We're definitely streaming at Gen Con this year. Screening at Origins, screening at Gen Con. So,
I mean like Mondays. Could you do like that?
We could, but the problem there is we already have a distribution deal, and a lot of films go to festivals like that to get a distribution deal. And for Sundance and South by Southwest, if it's not a first right screening, they don't fucking want your film. So like if it's not a world premiere, they won't accept your film. And quite frankly, I would rather take distribution money than get shown at Sundance.
True that.
You know?
I didn't realize that. I didn't.
Well, why would you? Like, it's not a world you live in, right? Like, why would you know that?
Okay. Thinking. This is the thinking song.
It is very long.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna tap 2. Let's see. 3, 4 for a Wall of Reverence. I draw a card. I think. No wait.
It comes in. You draw. And.
Yep.
NPC will get bigger. What else does a Wall of Reverence do? It does something else too.
Defender flying. Beginning at end step, I may gain life equal to the power of target creature I control. Cool.
Yep. There you go.
Which I guess counts as toughness, depending.
All right, Knight. Tell you what, you get the fucking room because I never am able to like get an actual room in the attached hotel because yeah.
How many creatures with Defender I have? 1, 2.
Hey, Dark White Wolf.
4 creatures with Defender.
At GaryCon, because man, staying in the not attached hotel is a pain in the balls. You live close by, don't you, Knight? You're like an hour away. Yeah. Shut up. Nice, fucker.
Okay, I will tap 1.
But this means I can get fall down drunk
2,
and have to crawl upstairs to a bed instead of sit in your car and puke out the window for 35 minutes.
I'll play an Indulging Patrician.
Nice.
Do you have anything that allows you to, your Mac, have more cards in your hand than 7?
No.
I thought NPC's Commander did.
No.
Not me.
Oh, you didn't play the Doctor, did you?
Me.
No, I didn't.
Got it.
I should have. But this is where we live now.
I'll
I'm actually talking to Bash, who gets a room there.
play a Faber Elder.
What does it do?
Creature gets +1/+1 for each color among permanents I control.
You got all 3,
I'll
so it's gonna
figure
get
that
3.
in a second. Yeah. Well, it's
3.
3.
Taps
Yeah.
for mana, right?
1, and then it taps for mana.
Yeah.
2,
I think it has vigilance too, if I remember correctly.
And then I tap this for 4 green because it has each green for creature with defender, so I get 4 green from tapping that. And I'll play a Wall of Roots and a Jotty offshoot, whatever that is.
Which gives you a plant?
Nope. Whenever
a
a land I
shoots,
control
life
enters,
gain.
I gain a life.
Oh, okay.
Here's the Wall of Roots. This card is actually really fucking good.
Yeah. I could get more green from that, but I won't. Well, I guess I could. I can do it right away.
What?
It's probably summoning sick. Hang on, go back to the other one.
It says put a -1 counter on this creature, and I can add -0, -1, and
To add green.
I can add a green. I can only activate 1,
Yeah.
so I can only do 1 green.
Yeah, but you could trigger the a defender creature's attack, can't you? And you have a crashing drawbridge, which you could give everything haste.
It's true, but I don't think anything's gonna get through anywhere.
Well, remember,
So-
Nick has 2 blockers, and I've got a bunch of blockers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, but you could kill some of the plants.
Yep.
I could kill some of the plants.
Granted, you may lose your
You'll
creatures,
lose
so
at
it may
least 2
not
things
worth
that
it.
swing at me because Gerard and the Aberration are huge.
They're huge, yeah.
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 I don't think I'm gonna do that because I'm still figuring out how to play this deck. So
You know
I
what?
guess
Why
I
don't-
might just have to sit.
Perfect. Bash, coordinate with Brian
Go
on
ahead.
that because I know Brian has been going almost every year now, so he
Nick.
might actually be talking to them already. But yes, I would love some help with that so that
Okay.
Cave Girl and I could
And
go.
then
And
I am going to discard a bunch of cards.
well, you're gonna gain life, and then we're gonna lose life. I'm playing the less fun Codis. I don't know, man. I like graveyard shenanigans. I'm having a good time with
Wait,
graveyard shenanigans.
why are we gonna lose life? Because I
The
thought you
indulging
had to do 3 or more.
Well, I think she's gonna gain. Whatever she's gonna pick a creature.
So
that's
at the
got
beginning
power.
of my end step,
Oh,
can
okay,
do I order
Yeah, you
these
order them.
triggers?
They're your
Okay,
triggers,
So I
yep.
guess I'm doing the Wall of Reverence first, then the Indulging Patrician.
Yep.
There you
So I will gain life equal to
The Fabros 5, I think.
Wall of Roots is 5.
I thought it was
This one's
power.
just 3.
I thought it was power. On the
Does power count with? Yeah, I guess it's just combat damage. So
the Wall of Reverence says at the beginning of your end step, you may gain life equal to the power of target creature you control.
let's see. The most is 3 then.
Well, how big's the Fabro Elder? I thought the Fabro Elder
It
was.
starts as a 0/0.
So it's a 3.
Oh, so it's a 3/3.
So, yeah, so it's 3.
So you'll get at least 3, and we'll lose 3 because of the
So I'll
patrician.
gain 3, and
Yeah.
then you lose 3. Everyone loses 3.
Yeah.
Got it.
So how many cards are we in?
Okay, and then I discard a bunch of cards.
I like that one too, but I'm playing the precon unmodified, so it's actually doing pretty well. Let's get some music.
Yeah.
Well, Jayberry's getting rid of some cards and going down in hand size. So that Wall of Roots, she played like Swift something reconfiguration. There's a couple of cards that make Wall of Roots go infinite, doesn't it?
Yep.
So if you have like white in there, you could put Swift something reconfiguration.
Yeah, you can't put -1 counters on creatures you control, and it just makes infinite mana. Yeah.
It turns it
Ah.
into a vehicle. And
Hold on for a second. It says activate only once each turn, but you turn it into a vehicle. Hold on for a second. I want to look at the
There
old
are
version.
It basically kill it, but I don't know if it works for Wall of.
Because it says you can only activate it once a turn. I don't know how the infinite goes. I would have to look
That
up.
one it works on other cards.
Got it.
Hey Barry, you finished with your turn?
I just said pass, yes.
Oh,
And I just
get-
discarded 6 cards. I have 7 cards in hand.
How many cards are in your graveyard?
24. Here, I put a little diagram on there. Can you see it?
All
Can you
right.
see it?
All right. So it's like a 60-60 consuming aberration. All right, cool.
I have
Yeah.
15.
There,
in
I'm
my
using
graveyard.
dice for you. 2, 4. 2, 4.
Yeah.
You give me combat, double the power. So right now, the power of those guys is just 4.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to find a way to see if I could exile something. I drew
I
13
figured.
cards.
I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play a Great Henge and to get a second Great Henge as a copy of it.
Woohoo.
It's not going to matter though, because
Can't
I
give
needed
trample.
because I'm just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that around.
Yeah, I'll full screen, yes.
Wait, I have all these guys, so I can do this. 2, gain 2 life. 3.
Oh,
4.
Gwendolyn was asking, wouldn't the legend rule kill the Great
Oh yeah,
Henge?
the legend rule would kill a Great Henge. It's a legendary artifact.
Okay, gone. But I will play a Glory Bringer, and this guy's tapped.
Glorybringer will give you a second combat, right?
Now, yeah, I could exert it, and I could do damage to somebody, but really it's just there to be a blocker.
Dick, if you use the Great Henge to play the creature, you gain 2 life, right?
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Do you see the board here? 2 life is...
2 life is still 2 life.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I have...
And you drew 3 cards, correct?
I did draw 3 cards. And I'm going to pass turn. I have 1, 2... I have a couple of land left over. And a treasure.
Yep. All right.
Wait a second. Molten Echoes comes in. Dragon doesn't duplicate because it's not a thing. I didn't do any attacking because why bother? Last turn.
Did you gain life from the...
Shrimpy
It gets a
just
counter from the
rolled
henge,
a
right?
D2020.
Oh, again?
D20,
Really? We're just
20.
camping on that, waiting
It's-
for it to happen again?
Yep, 30
Uh,
minutes
Glorybringer-
passed, I guess.
Glorbringer's a
Alright.
5/5. Yes, it does, and I do gain 2 life.
There you go. All right, here we go. It is COVID-19, which
Oh, no.
is until the end of the active player's next turn, or all attacking creatures have death touch until the end of. So I haven't attacked yet, so it goes me.
Chaos.
Everybody gets 1 round with it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
everything attacking has death touch. Alrighty
Chaos.
then.
Absolute anarchy.
All right. How big's your... I have to kill you because you're going to kill me on your turn with that stupid commander. God damn it.
I mean,
All right. My first
I did-
draw is a Life from the Loam Dredge. So
Okay.
taking a Life from the Loam, putting it back in my hand, and putting 3 cards in my graveyard. Okay?
okay.
It's Dredge 3. So Cephalid Coliseum, Shigeki Jukai Visionary, and a Command Beacon. All right. Cool. So that is my first draw, and then 2 more draws. Okay.
Okay.
I do, but look at my copy. Looks like this, right? So I'm going to leave the original one just so I know that it's a great hand instead of a blank card, or to try to watch me draw in here.
Yep. All right. So the first thing that's going to happen is black with Crypt of Agadim. 1. I'm just got to count creatures in my graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 creatures. All right, so I get 15 black.
Okay.
Okay. So with that 15 black, the first 6 of it is Obnixilis the Fallen. 5 of it.
And what does Avi do whenever you play
Whenever
land?
a land I control enters, I may have target opponent lose 3 life. If I do, put 3 counters on Avi. You can counterspell it. I am casting it from my graveyard.
And
So we have to
you
mill,
are
right?
exiling.
I have to exile 3 other cards to play it from my graveyard.
And then are we milling?
Yeah, and you mill.
Okay. Swaddle. And an island.
You milling?
Mill until you hit a land.
Mill.
Okay,
It's just the consuming aberration trigger.
Green
And-
Riches, then a mountain.
Yep, and I'm getting rid of a... Unfortunately, can't cast that.
Arasta Arbor Adherent. Never seen that before.
That puts me to 20 cards in my graveyard.
Okay. So, Obby's in. Okay. Then... Land triggers, right?
You used 5 of 13 black.
Yep. A green and 1 more to cast the Life from the Loan. Everybody mill.
Hang on. Wait.
Yep.
You are casting. Is it on cast?
For
For the aberration?
Yeah, it's on cast for the aberration.
Should I counter this? What is it? Gets how many lands?
It lets me get 3 land cards from my graveyard to hand. I'm still...
Oh, to hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
and
should
you
probably
get to play
counter it.
2.
Because I'm gonna get back the lands that let me crack and get another land, so they're making all of my plants bigger.
But you probably have something that's worse. I don't know. What do the other folks think?
I'm still bitter about you killing the disc that would have stopped this, but hey.
You're asking if we should counter Life on the Loam?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm thinking.
Oh, wait, I probably did. I typed that in wrong.
So, wait, you can't. How many cards do you have in your hand, DM? Because you can't attack NPC unless you spend.
I still
life.
have like 7 black left, which is all gonna go to attacking NPC.
If the Life on the Loam is countered, you only have 6 left.
Correct.
I'm gonna
track.
counter cancel.
You're canceling it. All right.
Cancel. Target.
Countered. Goes to my graveyard.
You have 6 left.
Okay. How many cards do you have in your hand,
Pay me
NPC?
for 1 life, DM,
Yep.
because I did have to tap a pain. 2,
Yep.
4, 6, 7.
There's 1 more. So I can now
it's
attack
facing
NPC.
cards in your hand.
Oh, all right. Then I don't need any more. I only have 4 cards in my hand,
Okay.
and I still have 2 mana left. Right?
Okay.
What do you mean 2 mana left?
It doesn't matter. I need a count of cards in the
Okay.
graveyards, please.
I have 17.
29.
All right. I'm just gonna win right now.
Okay. Do it.
How
How's
are you
that?
doing it?
Here we go. I'm gonna pay
You
3 and
drew
sacrifice
something.
my consuming aberration to Gerard.
How How big is the
Each opponent.
Now you need an exact number.
Oh,
Please
God.
give us the exact number of your consuming aberration, sir.
All right. You have 29, so it's at least 30. How much was NPC's graveyard?
17.
So 29
it's
plus
definitely
17.
enough to kill us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I sacrifice my consuming aberration to kill you all.
Could I interact with this? I'm going
If
to
you can.
Yes.
need the chaos.
It's on the stack.
Your chaos warbing?
Chaos
Okay.
Warp, yes.
Hold on.
Aberration.
Oh
wait, but
I will activate it again. It's not a tap. I can activate Gerard a second time.
I will sacrifice the token and I will bolt bend and change the target of the spell or ability with the single target. So I will change the target of Gerard to maybe.
I have a 0-2.
Yep.
I don't know.
How big is?
What's that?
There is.
how big is your commander? DM?
Gerard's not targeting.
Yeah, Gerard doesn't target.
We're getting a bunch of corrections here.
Right. Gerard doesn't target. I target the creature, and then Gerard just makes everyone lose. So
There's
you don't
no
get to
target
change.
to
Yeah, you
bolt
don't get to
bend.
change
None of this works.
what I choose.
Aw.
Because it's part of the spell, right? Thank you, Mick.
This is an ability.
And
right?
thank you, Ineth and Knight.
Yeah.
Yep.
So here's the point, right?
No target to
What
bolt
was
bend.
the chaos
That's
warp?
or ability, right?
Yeah.
So why would that be an ability?
Say that again.
Sacrifice another creature, right? So this is an ability, is it not?
Correct.
It is. So he's doing the target for the ability.
But
It's
it's
an
part
abil-
of the
ability-
cost, sacrificing the creature. Because that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, as he selects a creature, right? How could he not be targeting that creature? You're
It
saying,
doesn't say target. I just choose a creature. It doesn't say I have to
Lawyer.
choose a target.
okay, I buy it.
Yep.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's kind of
Selecting isn't targeting.
Yep.
The sack is a cost.
Yep.
all right. Well, I tried. This card.
And we tried.
sucks, so-
And literally, you had two ways to stop it if it were actually targeted.
Yeah, it's
So,
it's very lawyery that if it doesn't use the word target, it's not targeting.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a thing.
Yeah.
So,
Like literally,
lawyery.
I was sitting on that the whole time. I didn't even realize it, and I'm looking down, like just reading the cards that I never play. I'm like,
I'm like, oh,
look
you
at
could have had this a while ago.
I
Yes? Yeah.
probably could have done it last turn,
Yeah.
that
but
was
I didn't.
so-
I didn't even realize.
Hey, you win. I tried to redirect. I had all this interaction.
And here I was like, I have to attack and kill NPC because she's going to kill me with a 30-something commander.
All right,
The
game
hard
2.
part-
Oh yeah.
I am feeling kind of beat.
You want out?
So I may, yeah, if possible.
Do we want to do plane chase?
Nick, you haven't played in a while. What do you want to do? Well, we all haven't played in a while.
I would
Do you
love
want to just play normal, no plane
We
chase?
can play normal. Yeah, it's fine.
play normal. Yeah.
Let's just play
Let's just play
normal.
normal.
And
I think we did plane chase last time, right?
I don't remember. Beats the shit out of me. While I
And
start
when
setting
you
this
were
up,
in town.
yeah, would Madame thank our backers while I set this up?
Yes. Let me bring up the list just because I can't. I'm not reliable. I mean, I am reliable, but I'm not always reliable. Hello, friends. Welcome to Covenant MTG. I think we had a few newcomers, but thank you for watching to everyone, newcomers and oldcomers. But you're not old. So,
Or
yeah.
maybe you are.
We're just gonna make it weird. So we have a Patreon. We basically go to cons. We get cards signed by artists. You know, we hand them money. We get signed cards back, and then you can give us money, and then we can mail them to you. And your money will support our stream. And DM constantly tinkering and updating technology and paying for services that make the stream happen. So we thank you for your support, and specifically, we want to thank, because I'm slow and I'm talking at the same time, we want to thank Heather, Carrie, Evan Nuts, John, Dragon Gem, and Nightabawa, who I definitely saw in the chat this evening. John might be joining us a little later, and in the chat, hopefully. And thank you.
Yes, thank you all.
And LB. Honorary LB.
And your cat, and LB.
Could I have...
LB.
Do you want an honorary?
I'm old, and DM is old, and everyone is old.
Wait, I thought you guys weren't playing Plane Chase. That Nick was like, hey, I want to play just normal Magic.
I thought we were playing normal. What are you doing, DM?
Shut it.
I have a question for some of the judges here. Could I have Chaos Warp Gerard and just blown that thing up?
I feel.
That's what I thought you were doing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But remember,
too.
I can, in response to it, I would have just triggered Gerard again.
Yeah, it doesn't stop.
It's not
trigger,
a tap.
I don't think.
And I think it's still on the stack anyway.
Yeah.
Just keep triggering it while it's out there. So it wouldn't matter.
Boo.
I got you.
Yeah, so it still will resolve on the stack is what I'm seeing from our friendly judges. Thank you, Ina. Thank you, Mick. Thank you, Knight.
Yep.
So just
thank you.
The way to win is to put that creature in play and just kind of pump it the hell up and just blow everybody up. That's my way.
I mean, I never played Gerard, and so now I know. Gerard is actually more useful than I expected.
Yeah, that's a much stronger card than I thought it was. I'm not going to find another deck.
Gerard is kill on sight for a reason. I've never actually played Gerard kill on sight. Like, I've never actually been in a game where I'm like, holy shit, we should have killed Gerard on sight. So now I know.
Now we know. I'll try the Mardu deck.
All right. Should I go grab a different one? I can go grab another one.
Whatever you want.
Is there any of the other precons that anybody wants to see? I'll play it unmodified.
And I just want to say good night, everyone. Sorry,
good night,
I'm
Hey, you're welcome to hang out and just,
taunt you in the channel.
Taunt us in the chat.
Yeah. I will do that. Good night, everybody, though.
Good night, madame. Let me put in a little texty thing. Like, I don't know, most recently played a card or something.
We really should. I shouldn't be playing because I got crap to do. Let's do it anyway.
All right. Should I go in and grab one of the Never mind, I'm not going to do that because nobody's responding. So I will just pick one. What do I got sitting right here? Yeah, I'll play Zuladoc again. Let's see what happens. Because everybody likes Eldrazi, right?
Oh, God.
Everybody likes Eldrazi.
Perfect. Well, this is silly slow, but this might work.
So is this one. So.
Oh, my hand is pretty slow. All right, NPC, I think you're first.
No, that's me.
Jayberry, since NPC is not. Well, hold on. I gotta update things.
I need to like do a complicated long shuffle of this. So entertain the stream. Entertain the stream.
Do a little tap dance. Hold on. All right, I'm playing Zuladoc. It is colorless. And how the fuck do I spell
Explain my commander for me. I don't know.
Who are you playing?
Zurgo Stormrender. Precon.
Oh, you're doing... Okay, so you're playing the Mardu... It's Mardu aggro tokens. I mean, basically, that's what you're doing. So, Mardu aggro tokens. Zurgo. Z-U-R-G-O. Black, red, white. Nick, who are you playing? Are you playing the same one? Nick?
Yes, I am playing the same.
Okay, there you go then. All right, cool.
Ones are back there, and I'm not going to go behind the screen.
All right, cool. There's my commander. I'll go last. Jayber, you can go first.
Okay. Let's see. Knight was telling us there was a whining shit stain on MTGO today who thought that Annihilator was a bracket 4 or 5 mechanic.
I mean, it's a not fun mechanic, that's for sure. Right? Like, if you're playing against it, it just feels bad. And I can see how people do that, but no, it is not a bracket 4 or 5. Because by the time you get something with Annihilator in play, well, I mean, you can animate it turn 2. All right.
So I've learned a valuable lesson playing this deck, this game. That the key is Larry now. The Nevindale's disc, right?
Yeah.
So if it would have been a very different ending. So I need to make sure that it's protected before I can move.
I'm throwing a Temple of the False God back for any land, and I'm glad I did that because I didn't have one coming up for like 5 turns.
This hand is mostly land, and I'm gonna keep it because that's how I roll.
I mean, you've got Zergo, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let's bring him up, right? Hold on, Zergo.
He only costs 3.
Right, and you're playing the Stormrender.
Yes. The Stormrender.
I'll make it bigger. There we go. Mobilize!
Okay.
Whatever the fuck mobilize means. Alright, and then...
Yep. You get worked. Oh, yeah.
So I am playing Zuludok, Void Gorger. Colorless spells have Cascade for 7 or more.
Cascade.
Right. Problem is, I have 1 Mono Rock and 3 lands in my hand, so it's going to be a slow game. And then Nick is playing, spell it again, B-E-L-L-O, right? There's no P in that. There's no P in that word. There you go. All right, Jaber, if you want to start, since I won't.
All right. Terramorphic, I'm going to crack it for black. Pass.
And off you go.
Up you go. Mountains, go.
Yeah. Yeah, right, New Ujin. Zalfiran Void. When it enters the battlefield, I scry 1. That's hilarious. All right, I'm going to put it on the bottom, but it's the...
Hello, Infinitokens.
Hey, Infinitokens. It is the Investigator's Journal. It enters battlefield with a number of creatures equal to the greatest number of creatures a player controls. So no, I really want a Mono Rock, not something that's going to let me make fucking clues for creatures. So go ahead, Jaber.
You just throw that away and just go out there and take a Mana Rock?
No. It's... I scryed, so I just threw it on the bottom. I just wanted to let you know what I scryed.
Tap, upkeep, draw, planes. Let me read this card. I'll tap 2 and play a Selfless Spirit. Pass.
Is that the graveyard shenanigans thing?
2/1, sack the creature. Creatures I can control gain indestructible. And it flies.
It is not. It is not the pick apart graveyards.
Timber Crown Pathway. The green side of the red-green flippy land. Pass the turn.
Okay. All right, I will start tracking the turns. Untap, upkeep, draw. Hey, it's a land. Excellent. Nothing in my hand I could even consider playing for 2. So I will play Runes of Oran Reef tapped. And pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Clifftop Retreat. It would enter tapped, but I have a plains.
There you go. You got all your colors.
I'll tap 3 and play my Zergo.
I think we're in trouble, Nick.
Combat DM 2/1.
Yep.
Pass.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to play me a forest. Tap 3 to play me a burnished heart. Pass the turn. I have a blocker.
I'm going to untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to play a buried rune and a burnished heart.
Oh my god.
Pass turn.
Untap.
Oh, you have the OG art. I have this new little pony art. Very fancy.
Dragon Skull Summit will enter untapped because I have a swamp. Swamp.
Yup.
Uh-huh.
Control leaves the battlefield. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Zergo's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. And Burnished Heart is just sack, right?
They're 2/2 creatures, and you pay 3 to sack it and to get some lands.
Yeah. Cool.
Be aggro.
Wish I could
Just
use
go
this,
aggro.
but I can't. I am. I just wish I could equip this, but I can't. An infantry shield. I had to pay 3 to cast it, but I don't have 2 to put it on Zergo. It would give him menace and
Ooh,
mobilize
cool.
X.
Thank you for the. Thank you, Jackie.
Aw, sweet. Sinzen.
Equipped creature has menace and mobilize X.
X is
shit. So you're gonna get a bunch of 1/1 red warriors every time that. Fuck. That's a good card.
Okay. I will enter combat and I will see. I'm gonna attack Nick with Zergo and I'll attack DM with
Again.
Spirit.
That flies. I can't block it, right?
Yeah, I can't block it.
Right. The 1/1 guy comes into play with Zergo when he attacks, right? So I will block the 1/1 with the Burnished Heart.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives Jayberry a card draw from Zergo.
Whenever the creature I control leaves, then when it leaves the battlefield, I draw a card if it was attacking. Yes.
Yep.
If you don't start doing that, right, they're just going to get out of control, right? So you have to block them. So yeah, I will take the 3 and I will block the 1 and give you the card.
Yep.
Okay. And I drew the card, and everyone took their damage.
Yep.
DM 2, Nick 3,
Yep.
and I pass.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a Taiga. I'll tap 4. I'll play a Thrawn Dynamo, and I will pass the turn.
Oh, Jesus. And does the Thrawn tap for 2?
3.
3.
Ah, Jesus.
So he can use it with the heart, yeah.
Yep. I will play a waste. And I need 3 for the Burnished Heart, so I think I'm going to be... Actually, I won't play the waste since I already have 3 mana. I will play the Mirror Pool tapped, and I will pass turn, because I don't want to get hit with the Zergo.
But the Zergo's going to have Menace, and...
Well, whatever. I'll block a 1/1 guy.
Oh.
But you're the one ahead in mana, so I'm assuming Zergo's going at you. Jayberry.
Okay. Keep draw. I'll play a Smoldering Marsh, which will enter untapped. Because I have 2 or more basic lands.
Yo.
Ah. And what does this do?
It's a new card. What this do?
I know. Okay. Everyone's got a heart and everyone's got mana to do stuff with it. Cool.
Yep.
Put this. I can't even fathom. Put the shield on. You gotta do it.
Okay.
Kind of a no-brainer, really.
Yeah. 2 on Zergo.
Right. So Zergo is now menacey and makes even more things, right?
So instead of... What does the shield do? Is give power and toughness?
So
No,
it has
mobilize.
menace and mobilize X, where X has its power, so it's 3. So I would create 4, I guess. 3 plus the 1 that it already makes.
Yep.
And they're all red warriors. And then I would sack them at the beginning of the next end step.
Yep.
Whenever the tokens leave the battlefield, would I draw a card for each of them, or is it only trigger once?
What does
if
Zergo say?
they all left.
I think if
it was attacking, it is no longer attacking after combat.
Okay.
But the problem there is, otherwise, each opponent loses 1 life. So the other part of that is going to trigger.
Yes.
So we're going to lose. We're going to lose
4 life.
Yeah. Well, or maybe 3 if one of us blocks one of them, right?
I'll also tap 2 and play Arcane Signet, because, might as well. Okay, so
aggro deck is
I
doing aggro deck things.
Yep. Okay, so we will enter combat, and I will attack. I'll just continue what I was doing. The spirit will go at DM. And
Nick, you lost your overhead again. I will take
Nick.
2 since I can't do anything about it.
Yep, and then Nick, you will get Zergos, and then I choose where the tokens attack, right?
No. Zergos, right?
No, they just say
So
tapped
whenever-
and attacking, right?
But it doesn't say who it's attacking, so I have to tell you who it's attacking.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me look see if there's a ruling down here. I don't see any ruling. It just says tapped and attacking, so you get to choose.
Okay. Where are the warrior tokens?
I think they're on the back.
Yeah, we
Oh,
only
they're
get
red.
2 of them. That's lame.
They literally only give you 2 red warrior tokens? Wow.
Yes.
All right.
Probably have some hiding in here somewhere.
Just split them up. Send 2
I
of each of
choose
us.
where the tokens go, so I get 4 of them.
Yep.
2 will go at DM, 2 will go at Nick. There.
Okay, I'm going to block 1, and I'm going to tap the. I'm going to block 1, and then I'm going to sack the burner's choke to go get it.
Yep.
All right.
I'm helping.
I'm going to take the
helping.
damage so Jayberry doesn't get an extra card.
Oh, look at that warrior. He looks so cool.
There you go. However, 3 of them are going to go at the end of the turn, and
So
Nick and I
3
are
of
going to
them
lose 3
die.
life. Yep.
Wait. But if they stay on the battlefield, you would lose 1 life for
But they
each
don't.
of them.
You have to sacrifice them at the beginning of the next
Oh,
turn
I do
step.
have to sack.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Mobilize does.
Sack them. Okay.
And Nick took the 3 from
totally
Zergo, right? Yeah.
Okay, so I lose all 4. Okay.
1 blocked, and then the other 3 just go. And you
So
draw a card
3
for
go.
1. Yeah, you draw a card for 1 that Nick blocked, and then the other 3 will just go at the end of the turn, and you'll draw, and we'll each lose 3 life. Am I going too fast?
Yeah, so you each lose 3, but don't I draw 3 more cards or no?
Well, no, because it's no longer attacking at the end of the turn, right?
It says if it was attacking, right? Draw
Okay.
a card if it was attacking.
Yeah, otherwise.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, new deck, trying to figure it out. Okay,
Exactly.
so I draw 1 card. Let me look at the card.
And by the way, it's already Nick 31, me 29, and Jayberry 40 on turn 4. 5.
All right, I'm done. That's all I can do. I'm done.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Going to play a land for turn. I'm going to try to sort these into colors.
And Nick, I'm going to assume that if I get attacked, I'm just going to block with a burnish card. I'm just going to get started on it because I think there's only like 7 wastes in here that I got to go look for 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm not. I guess I could attack you, but I'm not going to.
Yep.
I'm going to tap 4.
Yeah, well, who knows what you would have done, Verlice, if you had stayed. You know, you could be able to interact too
Yep.
with the nonsense.
Oh, you just played Goreclaw? Hooray.
I'm going to play Goreclaw, and then I'm going to tap 6 to play a Rage Reflection.
They definitely wouldn't have gotten as much damage
So
as you would have been there.
double strike, so that gives him first strike, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you played a Rage Reflection?
I did. And then I'm
All
going
right, something's happening over there. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. You had 6. Of course you had 6 mana to play Rage Reflection. Of course you did.
had the Thrawn Dynamo in this.
Yep.
Warclaw, so yeah.
Yeah.
The Thrawn Dynamo really helped. But anyway, Rage Reflection and Goreclaw, so I have a blocker.
Thank you, Senzin. I am very distinguished. I'm also billing you for this conversation.
Oh my god.
So,
4-3.
Again, do they have a quadruple strike, or is it just double strike?
It's just double strike. All right. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Double strike. Double strike.
It's just a way to help slow down Zergo there.
Fuck, you know what? I'm gonna be the salty bastard. Not salty, but the engendering of the salt.
Okay.
I'm gonna tap 6, and then I'm for Zuladoc,
Okay.
All right. And
How big is he
then
again?
7'4". He does not have Annihilator, doesn't have any crazy things, but
Okay.
like, don't let me play a spell next turn.
Okay.
But your guy still has menace, so.
Right, your guy still has menace, but like if I play something with 7, it's going to cascade twice next turn. So you either want to kill Zuladoc or copy my spell. But here we go. I'm going to play a copy of the $2,000 proxy card in my deck, and I'm going to play a Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale. All creatures pay 1 or sacrifice it during your upkeep for each creature you control.
Upkeep. Okay.
Yep.
You know, Jayberry's commander kind of gets around that, right?
I know it does.
So 1 for each, right?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, Arizona.
So there we go. I will pass my turn.
Wow, that is insulting. Deal.
Well, it is. There's so few cards that let me slow down the fucking game in colorless.
All right. Upkeep, I pay 2. Yes.
Yep.
So that
for
means
each creature.
My guys turn into creatures, and then I have to pay to keep each one of them talked.
Yep.
All right. Draw.
Okay.
Hideaway 4.
I love it when people who have met through the Twitch stream meet in person. That makes me happy on a deeply personal level.
All right. I can pay there if I attacked with 3 or more creatures this turn without its mana cost.
Remember, they enter tapped and attacking, so they're not part of the declare attackers phase.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Vegas.
All right. I will do this.
All right. I'm going to show people my hand before my next turn.
Well, I don't know if I can do anything about that.
No, just because you're all going to laugh your asses off.
Okay.
Because I can't actually play anything.
Adeline Resplendent Cathar.
Wait, did you pay for your creatures?
I did.
She paid 2, yep.
Yeah. I declared it as it was happening.
And Adeline's awesome.
Adeline's power is equal to the number of creatures I control whenever I attack. For each opponent, create a 1/1 white human that's tapped and attacking that player or planeswalker they control.
And remember, right? All she's got to do is not pay the Pendlehaven trigger, and we just start losing life for all those creatures that die.
So, I will.
There's a card out there, Gut. Did you guys ever play this card?
Priestess
That should
Gut.
be. Gut.
I'm gonna attack Nick with Zurgo and DM with the Spirit. I get 4 warriors, and then for
And
each
you
opponent,
get 2 more 1/1 humans.
2 humans.
And those 2 don't actually
Hey guys, I'm sorry, I gotta step away for 1 quick second.
That's okay. It's all right. Take a moment. All right. So look, that Zurgo deck is pretty fucking good. I don't know what you're gonna do this turn, Nick, but
I got nothing.
So I'll show you all here. You're gonna laugh. You ready? There's nothing in my hand that it is a 7 or more. So Zuladoc will not trigger unless I draw something, and I think there's only like 10 things in the deck that are 7 or more, or 11.
You bring back the Burnished Heart. I mean, that's exciting. I know.
I mean, I have a duplicate. I can get rid of something, right? And this deck is mostly stock, I'm realizing. Like, everything I've played so far, except for the Pendlehaven, is stock. We're going to get hit for a bunch. I guess I'm sure we're just going to take it. So I take the 2 in the air.
Adelines are just going to stay on the ground, right? So, but I've already taken. This is going to be my 9th point of commander damage.
Ouch.
I'll be dead anyway, though. But it's very aggro-y. There's nothing we can do about it because it's actually the equipment problem.
That equipment's really fucking good.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back.
It's all right. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay. This is okay. So, combat.
Yep. I'm taking the 2 from the spirit, right?
Yep, 2 from the spirit. There's a 3/3 Zergo with menace coming at
Nick.
Which I can't block.
Adelaide cannot attack, but then you got 2 human soldiers.
2 human soldiers.
And 4 red
4 warriors.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll
split
just
them up 3 and 3.
Split it up 3 and 3 for each of you.
All right, I'll block the soldier.
Okay.
Does
So I would
you
draw a
leave
card.
You get to draw a card, right?
I would draw a card from that.
Yep.
Okay. And then when they die.
Yeah, I'll block 1 as well.
Okay. So then you would lose.
You'll get another card, and then at the end of the turn, 2 of them will go, and we'll lose 2 life.
Yeah, each of you lose 2. Yep.
All right.
Okay. So the soldiers both die. The warriors
and then
die.
you still have. Yeah.
I have Adeline untapped.
And you should still have those 2 soldiers, I believe.
Oh, I thought they were blocked and killed.
Is that what we're blocked? Okay, that's what we blocked.
I thought. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
what I
that's
thought
fine.
I heard.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
You don't block the soldiers; they're going to continue to multiply.
They just stay bigger. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it.
Okay, untap, upkeep, and draw.
Jayberry, we're down to 24 and 25. Just letting you know.
Cool. And I think I have to discard some cards.
Comes into play, tap.
Damn.
Going to.
Zergo deck is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I have to discard
Nick,
a bunch of cards.
I'm assuming you paid for Goreclaw.
Yeah, I'll pay for. I play in 3 to bring my commander into play.
Cool.
And then I'm going to move to attack, and I'm going to swing at Jayberry with the Rage Reflection.
Okay.
Do I want to swing at you with the Thrawn Dynamo? Hold on for a second. Let me think about that for a second.
It's double strike.
It is double strike, and it's
And she's only got
indestructible.
1 blocker, so either Adeline goes or.
But what happens though is I get to draw a card. So, but it's double strike, and it has double strike, and it has trample because of Goreclaw. That's why I left it in the deck. So even if she blocked, they'll get to draw the card. Do I want to draw 2 cards? But it's draw 2 cards and don't have as much mana. I will do the 1. So I'm coming at you with an 8/8 indestructible trample double strike rage reflection.
So it's going to do 16 if it hits?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And it's menace, so
I can't block it, so yeah. So 40 minus 16 is 24.
Ouch. Well, welcome to the 24 club, Jay.
I know, right? I'm at your level.
it's not. It's only 8 because it's 4 with double strike, right? Why did you get 16?
Oh, so it's 8.
Oh, it's 4 with double strike. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, okay.
There are cards that double it, but I don't have that. But because it did damage, I get to draw a card.
Yep.
Wait, why am I? Oh. 30. So I'm at 32.
Yep.
Where
So
am I
I
next?
lost 8. Okay. All right.
We'll play the Eternal Witness to bring back the Burnished Heart, and I will tap the 3 to play the Burnished Heart. So, no, I won't, because then I have to pay for it. That would suck. But I have 3 creatures now. Pass the turn.
Cool. Untap. During my upkeep, I will pay 1. Alright.
Oh, Gorklaw says my creatures with 4 or greater cost 2 less. A burnished heart is not 4 or greater.
Hey, Jayberry.
Yes.
If I take care of Goreclaw, can I get a respite from being hit for a bunch every turn?
Again, this is like a question that we would go back to. I'm not
Deep sigh. Deep sigh. What do you mean by respite?
Like maybe don't hit me for a bunch?
Can I hit you for a little bit? Like 2? In the air?
Like, DM, I'm not coming at you, right? I'm,
I know.
Fine, I won't hit you.
That's cool.
I will play the duplicate, and I will exile Goreclaw.
Why are you exiling? How do you do that with a duplicate? Doesn't it just copy it?
No, when it enters the battlefield, you exile target non-token creature. And then the duplicate becomes a copy of that creature. Except it gets its power and toughness. It doesn't get its other abilities, just power and toughness. Here, I'll bring up the duplicate.
No, I believe it. But that was great. Why wouldn't you just do that to her commander?
Because she's just going to play the commander again. And because I already have a deal. I cut a deal, dude.
Okay, whatever.
Plus that I can't get rid of enchantments in this deck, so that double strike 6/6 thing is a fucking problem. Yeah, I'm gonna sit tight. Actually, I'll put it here. I'll put a +1/+1 counter on my duplicate. Pass turn.
I guess it's not much of a problem if I'm dead. So I see your point.
Yeah, exactly.
Tap.
You got 3 creatures. Pay 3 mana, or 1 for each creature you want to keep.
Oh, okay. 1 for each creature I want to keep.
Yo.
What's doing that again? Sorry.
Well, this land,
remember.
the Pendlehaven.
Your Pendlehaven land.
And you know what? I forgot that you can't tap that for mana, so I'm going to take this counter off. I had to use this mana to play the spell.
Oh,
Pendlehaven does not tap for mana. It just sits there.
Got it. Okay.
Chucks. Don't worry if they print.
Okay.
They will never print it again. It's on the reserve list. They'll get sued.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So 1 for each creature. I paid 3.
Not many things on the reserve list that actually are that powerful anymore.
Temple of... Wait, did I draw for turn? Did not draw for turn. Okay. Draw for turn. Temple of Silence enters tapped. Scry. Sure, I'll keep that on top.
So I need to kill duplicate to get Goreclaw back.
No, it just stays exiled.
It's just exiled.
There's no...
I think it stays exiled.
Yeah.
Huh.
It doesn't put it back in the graveyard. And duplicate is awful when you start bouncing it. I actually play it in my Brago deck.
Legion Warboss.
It's not Krenko, is it?
No, it's not
Legion.
Krenko. So actually, wait, hold on. Maybe I can't play that. I don't have the mana for it. Never mind. Meow.
Did you just meow?
Meow 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 meow. Sort of, not really. Okay. Combat. Beginning of combat on my turn, I create a Gerblin.
Gerblin.
Get a Gerblin from
And it must
the
attack.
War Boss.
Yep.
There's my Gerblin.
Uh.
It has haste and attacks if able.
Yep. Hey, what is Adelaide's power, or Adeline, or whatever?
Equal the number of creatures I control.
So,
So when they come in, when all the stuff comes in, she gets bigger, right?
right. I'm just saying, did you have enough mana to move the shield to her?
No. Well, no. Not after playing Legion Warboss, no. I did.
Right.
I would have.
Well, now you know
If I
for
hadn't
next
played
turn.
Legion Warboss. Alright, well, okay. So inner combat.
Yep. You have many triggers.
And I get 3 warriors. And I get an additional warrior.
4 warriors, 2 humans,
And then
And a partridge in a fucking pear tree.
and a goblin.
and 2
And a goblin.
Human.
The goblin in an alleyway.
Oh, there's the human. Okay. Pretend there's 2 humans, because I don't see 2 human tokens. Let's see.
Zergo is going to be an awful fucking aristocrats commander.
And I guess because I made a deal with DM, and I don't want anyone to be like, but you made a deal.
I'll go with the pipe.
And a goblin with the pipe wrench.
I guess they're all attacking Nick.
Want to go to bed early, so that's
I know, right?
all right. So Adeline is coming too, or just all those? Who's coming?
Sure, Adeline's coming too, and the Gerblin has to.
I think we're just gonna die. Like because of Zergo at the end of the turn. Actually, you can double block Zergo and kill it now. Finally.
Why would I
True.
do that? Because I'm going to be dead at the end of this turn. So.
Oh, well, I'm just saying, if you kill Zergo, you're not going to be dead, because when all those creatures evaporate, we're not going to lose life.
Or you could
Yeah, but,
take
you know,
it and
I'd
let
rather
me
die-
fuck, and let me fuck with DM next turn.
Yeah, you do you, boo.
Because
And a goblin with a pipe wrench. Exactly.
if I don't block Adeline, right? Because what's Adeline's power now? And she has vigilant.
Creatures I
Yeah.
control. Oh, and she's vigilant. Yay. Good for her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11.
So I am blocking Adeline with the Eternal Witness, and it will die. And I will block one of the humans coming my way with Bellow, and that will die, and you can draw a card. Have at it.
Yep.
And
Okay.
you just count up all the rest.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, and then anything in your second main?
No, but they leave the battlefield, right?
Well, no. The only thing that leaves are the 4 red ones.
The goblin stays and the human stays.
And the human
Yeah.
stays. Yep.
So Nick and I each
4,
lose 4.
Yeah. And well, right. So so combat resolves. They go away. Sorry. Yes, I do want to do something.
Yeah, go ahead. It's fine.
Sorry.
I'm not fussed if we got one thing.
I'm gonna swords DM's commander.
Okay. Poof. My commander dies, and I gain 7 life.
Yep.
What you didn't see was I showed something while you're in the bathroom. I don't have a spell over 7 in my hand, so I can't it can't trigger anything.
Okay.
But that was a smart thing to do.
Yeah, I said I wouldn't attack you, but I didn't say I wouldn't.
Yep,
fuck with your
perfectly
commander.
fine. Perfectly
Oh, wait,
fine.
do I have the Windbrisk Heights trigger? Let me see.
You don't have any more mana.
Oh, you're right. I don't have any more mana. Haha.
You
You
might have
just
been able
dropped
to
a
had
land
you
on the ground.
if you didn't want If you didn't want to kill my guy, I'm assuming you're paying 1 for the tabernacle, right, Nick?
I did, yes, for Bella. Yeah.
I probably don't have mana to pay for creatures now.
We're dead next turn. Like there's unless Nick wipes the board or something.
4, 5, 6. I'm going to cast Sunbird's Invocation. Whenever you cast a spell from your hand, reveal the top X cards from your library, where X is that mana's value, and you may cast that spell with X or less. So then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to cast Berserker's Onslaught for 5. So I get
Berserker.
Do you want to make the fuck Berserker?
Oh my god.
I get to reveal 5 cards and then see what happens. So it's Lightning Greaves. That's not going to help me. Thickest in the Thicket, which is probably it. Blasphemous Act, which I can't cast, which would have been sweet.
Yep.
But I'm going to go with Thickest in the Thicket, right? Because it's 5. So when it enters the battlefield, put X +1/+1 counters on a target creature, where X is that creature's power. So I have a bunch of 4/4s that all have that all could be basically cast. Where do these guys go? On the bottom? Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay, that's close enough. Thickest in the Thicket is going to double up Rage Reflection, of course. So I'm going to put 4 counters on Rage Reflection. Boy, I really wish I had the other thing now.
Goreclaw?
Thanks, DM. And then I will swing at Jayberry with 8. Actually, it's 4 double, 4 double, 4 double, 4 double, 8 double.
Am I dead? Probably.
Well, an 8/8 double strike and 3 4/4 double strikes.
Yeah. You're not
so
dead.
4 creatures.
All right, an 8/8 double strike and 3 4/4s.
Yep. So
And they all have double strike.
They all have double strike. So you're probably going to want to block.
Yeah.
You got to block one of them.
I gotta block the 8. So Legion will block, I guess, the 8.
And then 24 from the other 3, or you can throw Adelaide. But I don't know, you might be able to kill one of us.
Might want to keep Adeline. Yeah, I might have to keep Adeline.
I did my best.
Alright, Legion will block and I take 24.
Yep.
Jesus.
All right.
That's a lot of math.
Now, if Goreclaw was still there,
I'm
glad I got the fuck rid of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. On the
guess it
off
depends on
chance
what
that I
DM
draw
does.
something cool, I'm not paying for the duplicate. Oh, I did draw something cool.
Uh-oh.
Man, I wish you didn't kill Zuladoc. I would have liked to get a copy off this one. That would have been fun.
yeah, I got to tell you, I didn't use. Never mind. Never mind.
What?
I was like, you could have attacked.
Who, you? Wait, you did attack.
All right. I'm going to tap 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. For Caldra Complete. It is a living weapon. It is a 5/5. It is a colorless. Right. I will put a counter on it. And it is not vigilant, but I'm going to swing at Jayberry with a 6/6 first strike, trample indestructible hasty creature.
Oh no. Do I take it? Or do I lose Adeline?
I mean, honestly, that'll take you. I think.
It'll take me down to 2.
Yeah, and you can kill Nick with your commander, but I don't think you can kill me at 27.
Yeah, I would not.
So Cauldra complete. And it's funny, doesn't it come with the black germ?
Does it have haste?
Yeah. So here's the fun thing, right? Like, this Runes of Oran Reef says I put a counter on a colorless creature that came in. But I thought living weapons all made a black germ. But it says it's a living weapon, indestructible. Yeah.
They do. It's really good. Living weapon means something.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's a 5, not a 6, Jayberry, because I think living weapon means
What is it? So, +5.
Because if you kill it, it becomes just an equipment.
Right, but
So it was a living weapon?
So it is a living weapon. I think the living weapon keyword means put it black 0/0 Phyrexian germ into play.
Okay, so it's a 5/5.
Yeah. But they just didn't put the text for
Well,
living weapon on
Adeline
it.
will kill it when it blocks, I think. No, wait, it's indestructible. Never mind.
It's indestructible and first strike. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I block with Adeline. Because I don't think I can't go down to 2.
All right. That's
All right.
that's my turn, babies.
Okay. And then I have to
Yeah.
pay how much
One
to
for
keep
each
my
creature.
creatures?
1 for each creature you want to keep.
Untap. 1 for each creature.
Don't pay for that. If you don't pay for the goblin, is that a goblin? I assume.
Yeah, if you don't pay for
Yeah.
the tokens,
Goblin and a
then
human.
Zergo does damage to us.
All right.
All right.
Then
Just
you take 2.
Yeah.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Thanks, guys. I figured that was how the BS worked.
Mountain.
Califer's pretty cool.
This is a pretty assertive great game.
Yeah, it's been a very assertive, fast game. Oh, wow. It's $5, the cheapest. I wonder what it's being used in. I'm sure it's being used in a ton of equipment decks.
So, could you bring up that card, Gut? You ever play this card?
Priestess Gut?
No, just called Gut.
GUT?
Yeah. I played it in the vintage game, and it's just ridiculous. The vintage online game. No, it's on the top. You missed it. Go all the way up, up. No, scroll up. Not Gutshot. Gut. There he is. That guy.
Yeah, True Soul Gut. It's a Baldur's Gate character. True Soul Gut is the priestess, the goblin shaman.
Oh my god, that card in this deck that Jayberry's playing, if it's not already there, it should be, because it is just absolutely insane. Sacrifice one of those creatures, and then it becomes a 4/4 skeleton creature, and then
4/1,
it stays.
yeah.
Menace.
Oh, right, and then it stays. Yeah. So, you just played a Morbid
Opportunist and Yeheni.
And Yeheni. Okay.
Okay. Combat. I will attack DM with Zergo and Yeheni. And Nick will get the spirit. So, alright, so we'll make the 4 warriors again.
Yeah, we do have 99 problems, and Jayberry is like all red warriors of them, yes.
Yep. So 4 warriors again. And I guess all the warriors will go at DM.
Alright, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11. I take 11. I'm not going to block anything. You got enough cards in your hand.
Because it flies, right? So I will take
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, Nick takes 2.
Oh, all right.
And,
then-
DM takes
9.
yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
And then we're each going to take 4 more.
And then we're each going to take 4 more at the end of the turn.
And I probably should have killed Nick, but I didn't plan well, I guess. So again, then I put 4 counters on Yahenni. And then I drew.
No, it's a creature an opponent controls dice. Put a counter on Yenny.
Oh, opponent. Duh. Jesus. Read the fucking card.
Yeah.
So DM doesn't have a blocker.
No, I didn't. I just took it all. I'm at 12.
Let's see, whenever one of my
But
creatures.
and yeah.
And then I
So
draw
you get your
one
trigger.
card from the
Yeah.
Morbid Opportunist. Just one.
Yep.
And that's my turn. Now I'm gonna die.
I think you're both going to die, right? It's
Yeah, we might. I don't have any blockers.
tap
Yeah, you
up, keep-
definitely should have killed Nick, by the way. Those enchantments are going to kill us right now.
Yeah, oh well.
Yeah.
So
I
have-
thought you were going to, so that's why I swung at you instead.
Oops.
So I am going to.
Hold on. Pay for all of your creatures. Because
I only have. Okay, so
when do they turn into creatures?
They probably are now, right? During your turn, each non-enchantment.
During your turn. So they're creatures before you get to your. You got to pay all that mana. Yeah.
2.
Which
3.
you should have been doing all along, which we didn't do, but that's okay.
Oh. I probably should have done it last turn too. So
yeah, it's all right. We're gonna die.
Yeah, I can just attack because.
Just go to go to attacks.
You know something? I am going. Oh, I can't even cheat it out. So.
What are you trying to cheat out? Show us how cool your hand is.
I only have the hurricane in my hand that I was talking about before, so I was going to try to kill
You can't even play it because it'll kill you.
So I think I might be able to do it. Hold on for a second, because 3, 4, 6, 7. I can only do a 7-point hurricane. I can't kill myself too, so I'm just going to kill you both.
There you go. We die.
Yay.
I'm going to send both 2 at DM, and I'm going to send 3 at Barry. Because they're both.
All right. So let's see what's. Hey, Metalwork Colossus was next, and then Hedron Archive, and then Perilous Vault. Still, Perilous Vault needs to go in that deck too, Nick. Oh, never mind. You don't want to exile. It's exile, not destroy. Nope, no Perilous Vault. Field of the Dead.
You know what I do have in here, though? I have Fog and Tangle, because I have no defense, right? So
yep.
This deck is all gas and no defense.
The card
Crazy.
I had under the Windbrusk Heights was an Iron Will Forger.
What does it do?
Lieutenant. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control your commander, target non-legendary creature you control gains Myriad.
All right. That's pretty
You know
cool.
what I need? Spore Frog. That would be good.
All right,
Or
well, there
frog
we
in
go,
your deck,
friends.
yeah.
It is 10:30 on a Sunday, and we're getting old, and we're going to fucking bed.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call it. Thanks everyone
So-
for watching.
Yeah, seriously, thanks for hanging out with us, and
I like
we are
this
back.
Ergo deck. I think I would play this again.
We are back
Yeah.
tomorrow night with D&D. So we will see folks tomorrow night for Dungeons and Dragons, and then Wednesday for D&D, and then Magic on Thursday and Sunday. So,
Thanks for watching, Safu11.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks everybody, and wave good night.
Good night.
Bye.